Doing social media. Doing social media. Social media. Tweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet. The tweeting has happened. Now, Facebooking has happened. Now, we are ready to go. Let's do this. Okay. Facebook. Oh no. Oops. There we go. Now, where were we? That's right. I was building a bunch of roads, expanding where taking the town where I was kind of thinking it should go. A couple of things occurred to me since I last stopped playing. The first thing is, I got this elevated road here. It's kind of stranded. So I need to do something with it. The second thing is, I have a lot of money. And so, to spend some of that money, I should start putting in some of these fancy buildings. Grand Library. Opera House. So on and so forth. And I was thinking of doing sort of the same thing that I did with the stadium and with the college. I did it even more so with the college, which is here. And that is to sort of build the immediate area around that building, sort of design it around that building. Like I did with the college here, I pretty much made sure to place like some structures and stuff that made sense to have near the college. So I'm thinking about doing some of that stuff as I go. But my most immediate problem is this elevator road right now. Where is it supposed to go? I can take it out this way. That's kind of where we're going with this one. Let's find out. Let's find out where we're going to end up. First, we pick the right kind of road. Oh, thank you very much. I'm a colossal city. Well, by drawing it out to here, at least I have sort of removed the immediate danger, so to speak. And also opened up some possibilities for adding in some more roads, or some more access points, is what I'm trying to say. So... like that. Another way things are connected. Wasn't quite done with this area. So I wanted to throw in some of these small neighborhood roads. tempting. I think I'm gonna go this way. That. They're gonna complain, the people who live here, they're gonna complain. Because of the noise of the trains. You know what? You can't have everything, people. Right. That works for me. Alright. Let's take a closer look at actually how I want to zone this. So, taking the overview here. We've been growing sort of from this side out, this way over, and starting with coming down from down here and going up. Wood Park was all by itself at one point, and then we sort of filled all this in, and now we're coming over here. This is the dense part of town. Zooming out even further, you can see this is where it gets all dense, and so it sort of peters out here, hence the smaller roads and all that stuff. So I want to sort of make this an area that it's not too dense of population. I'm trying to sort of push the dense part this way. That's my goal. Of course, all of this might change at any point. As soon as I get other, better, different things. Let's see. Some water out here. We got water, except of course for right there. Sort of most of it. Now they have water. Okay, now everybody here has water. Yay! As usual, I like to look at how are the services. So here, anybody that lives here, they will not have access to schools, and there's already kind of not enough schools. So let's make sure we put a school. And these are all going to not have power at first, but that's alright. That'll come later. And right now I'm just kind of moving it around a little bit to see where can I get the most bang for my buck. I think right around here is a good place to go. Let's also make sure that there's fire coverage. There. I guess there's a power plant right here, so I don't have to put that much stuff in before power reaches it. Definitely we need to put some health clinic in. Looks like this part is covered. Overall, people are not very sick in Treatville here, so it's not a huge, like the demand is not huge, but nevertheless, being the good mayor that I am, putting in some stuff. How about the cops? There's no cops here. I'll put some cops in. There we go. Hopefully the police station also bridges the gap with the power. Yep, sure does. Okay. So let's see. Start with some good old-fashioned residential. And we'll make this and this commercial. This is good to have a little bit of that mixed in, as I think I've said a million times by now. And again, like before, with these smaller roads, I don't necessarily fill in every lot. Leaving a few blank spaces adds to that sort of edge of town feeling. Parking lot here. We have all this stuff too. Forgot about that. Just sort of filling it in where it feels right. I don't really have a system. I like to put shops near corners, because it feels right. People would go to the corner store, I guess. Let's see. Might slow down just a little bit and let some of this fill in before I continue zoning. It's easy to get ahead of yourself when you're zoning. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's already been zoned here, so... Is there room for a library anywhere? Not really. Might also be good to have that a little bit closer to some of this. This area here really needs some kind of cultural input. So, Opera House might be a little smaller. Fit it anywhere. Almost. That would have been cool to put it like that. Let's see what else we got. Not really sold on that building. It's kind of an ugly building. This one seems uglier. This one's really tall, if I remember correctly. It's really tall. However, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just have to find the right spot for it. Would have been cool to put it in there. Here somewhere. It doesn't have a very large radius of happiness, though. This one has a much larger radius by comparison. I don't know if it has anything to do with the footprint, the size of the actual tile itself, or what that's based on, but this one's much smaller, also has a large radius, so I don't know. But this one fits the bill. Let's see if we can fit that in over here. Okay, that works. It's nice. Let's see if we can connect up with some paths here. This is a little bit tight. So many guidelines going on over here. Everything is snapping around. Now it's turn all the snapping off. Ah, freedom. So what I wanted to do was come on. So, this. That works. Fine tune that. A little closer. So this works for me. Let's see if we can get this one going. The idea is simply I have this part here and I'm trying to connect as many roads onto it as I can try. A bunch of people here on this side of the street. That makes me think I should put in a bridge, maybe? Something like that? I don't know. I don't think there's enough space here for me to make a bridge. No bridge today, but alright, we have a park at least, so these people should be a little happier. Let's take a quick look at the happiness overall. It is a happy town. Everybody's happy. Well, I can retire now. I'm not going to though. Let's look at the traffic. Definitely there are some issues here and there. Down here, we've had issues since I built it. Just is not the best solution, but I've been able to ignore it mostly because the rest of the city functions pretty well. Some few issues here as well. I might do a bypass on this one at some point so that people who are not going onto the freeway don't have to cross the freeway lanes. These are the little details that you can do later. Like this was a one-way exit that I turned into a, as in the freeway only exited this direction over here. I turned it into a cloverleaf, so you can go both ways. Oh, somebody doesn't have water. Ruh-roh. Sorry about that, peoples. Something tells me I can get rid of these power cables. Nice. A lot of things looking in general over here. They're lacking workers. That usually means that we need more residential zones. But there's not a huge demand for residential right now. There's not a lot of people moving in. There's some people though. And we're growing. You can check that. Where? Education, health. Do we have homes? Peoples? That's just the density. Who lives where? There's a lot of seniors living here by the theater. It's just like senior town. In the playwright district. That's right, that's what I call it. The playwright district. Big hello to everybody watching. You guys are being really quiet, so I assume that you are just kind of watching and having it running in the background or something, which is great. You don't have to participate in the chat. I'm just happy somebody's taking the time to check in on Treatville and how things are going here. I had a drink, but I drank it. So not a lot of people having moved in here yet. Let's turn the zones back on so it's more obvious. We'll zone some of this as well. Just so that line of, like, because this is high density residential. And you can tell because it's like big apartment buildings, and then it's like big apartment building, lawn, sidewalk. That looked weird. So hopefully we can get some stuff in there. I mean, it's good to have some space alongside the main sort of roads. But everything in moderation, right? Including space. I'm tired of this roundabout. I'm tired of it because it's big and empty. So we gotta put something in there. How about we put some paths in there first? Path from here. Here. Throwing one here. That's good enough. That's water, I'm assuming. Yep. I want to throw some offices and stuff in there. Office, 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 office. Commercial, 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 commercial. And I'll leave these two just for the open space. And we'll make an office, office. And let's write the commercial space here, here. Guess what? Office. Oh yeah. Something I forgot to check when I was checking the services. Death care. Look at that. There's no death care over here. So we gotta put in some death care. Oh yeah, these guys still don't have any power. Because I haven't built anything up this way. This whole area here sort of still perplexes me a little bit. Thanks for watching, Michael. I'm glad my curiosity made you finally tune in and take a look. City Skylines is highly addictive once you let yourself get addicted to it. There's an initial learning curve. Some people have issues sort of getting past that. But if you ever played a lot of SimCity, that kind of stuff, you'll catch on to this one as well. There's a lot of traffic here. Holy smackaroos. So this is all going where? Going up here, and then sort of it looks like it gets filtered out a little bit. Some of it gets filtered out there as well. Is it coming from up here, I wonder? Probably. Probably. Huh. Didn't I just get a harbor? Yeah, we can make harbor now. Cargo harbor, cargo hub, hard to say. Ferries, and don't really need ferries. I just have these tiny little. But I don't think I don't have any connection to the ocean right now. So I would have to own this land up here, and then I could build harbor there. But I don't own that land. My land stops here. So that's not gonna happen. Seeing the traffic here, though, how bad that is, it makes me want to not connect anything up to that directly, like, anytime soon. We also have this area here, which is oddly bare. It's like that we can fix. Want that to run sort of parallel. Well, not sort of parallel, but as parallel as possible. I do find it useful most of the time. Solution work. This is what it's going to be. Not a lot there. Might connect it up over here as well. Water, so we'll fix that. Didn't have much room here either, because I kind of was thinking maybe throwing one of these fancy buildings in over here, but throwing one of these, but not as fun. Let's say like opera house. I guess there's room for an opera house. Actually, this is like a really weird, out of the way kind of place. So, I don't know. What else we got? That might be a fun place to put that. That's sort of a road that's a little not straight. Ooh, almost, almost. That would fit in really well here. Except it doesn't fit at all. Otherwise, it would have fit really well. Can't squeeze it in where it doesn't fit. We have here luxury hotel, also a huge building. Really too small to fit anything. What is this even? A stadium. I already have a stadium. I'm not sold on this. I'm not sold on it at all. May end up just filling it in with residentials. It's just not. It's not fancy enough to be fancy, I guess you'd call it. It's not turning my cranking my turn. Alright. Not sure what this is about. Just get that off of there. I'm not gonna put residential right up against the road because they're just gonna complain too much about it. What I am gonna do though is I'm gonna upgrade the road itself to be one of those sound barrier places. Probably should do that in a couple of areas actually. Here. Look at those happy people. Happy people all around. It's not like I can't afford it, you know? Who cares about the industrial? There we go. Another example of what an awesome mayor I am. Just happened. Another smiley face over here. Ah, these people are fine. These people are fine too. Okay. Hey, look, someone moved in. That's cool. Let's throw some more shops in. Then we'll switch to low density. These will be shops as well. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna leave this one open in case I want to put something there, like a train station. I'm not gonna put train station because there's one right there. Because of this mess, but something, you know, in case I want to put something there. Let's put that in there. This. Some offices here. Slowly making our way to this police station or whatever it is. Fire station, I think, maybe. No, that's a medical clinic. Great, doctors have no power. That's awesome. Maybe I'm, this game, yeah, it totally can fuel your OCD. Especially if you have tendencies for OCD. Let's put it this way. I had my wife play this game. She played it for maybe 20 minutes. And then she couldn't get a road to go exactly where she wanted it. She was playing vanilla with no mods, mind you. And she was just like, I can't do this. I don't think she's picked it up since. So that says something. So yeah, if you have OCD tendencies, this game is dangerous. We need another incinerator in this general area. You know what? I'm just gonna put it here. People who live nearby, tough shit. I can move it. That's what I'm trying to say. Moving it later, that means... Actually, I might move it over here. Move. That's my audio one there. Listen. There you go. Go, garbage trucks, go. Go forth and conquer. There's one. You see your route. Okay. I guess why you would pick that as the first stop. I don't fucking know, but whatever. I'm not here to micromanage much. Okay, so these guys have no power. They just got power. Okay. So demand is down for everything except industrial right now. However, I am loath to put in new industrial areas because of the pollution, but I could expand this one. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. A little bit more road to that as well. Blocks. That. I'm going to take that one step further. This is all about thinking about the traffic, really. Connected up here. Just to take a little bit of pressure off of these two intersections. Next, of course, the obligatory water check. There's always water missing somewhere. Okay. Now, we'll add some industrial zones. This whole block here. Boom. Throw that in. Still leaving a little bit of a gap here, so you can see the pollution very clearly, like where that ends. I just don't want it creeping too far over to where people live. You can see a little bit here. We'll cover that up actually. This will also reduce the noise from the road. That's a little forest here. A little bit of variation in the trees, as I do. Closer. If I could only play with 2 mods, that's easy. I would play with the automatic emptying mod, which I am. That mod, all that does is it empties out your landfills and your graveyards for you. Just because I find it to be just a ridiculously stupid and tedious task. It doesn't really add anything to my gameplay value or to the gameplay value of the game, in my opinion. So that's a favorite mod of mine. And another favorite mod of mine is the Traffic Manager mod that lets you fiddle with little details. Actually, I'm torn between the Move It mod and the Traffic Manager mod. The Move It mod, which is this one, lets you grab any node and any part of a road and just like move it around. You can do a bunch of stuff with it. But with the latest expansion, there's some overlap now, both with the Move It mod and with the Traffic Manager mod, which lets you restrict lanes, it lets you set speed limits, stuff like that. With the Mass Transit DLC, you can also do some of those things. So, plus the AI is improved with like emergency vehicles and stuff like that. So, I'm a little bit torn on that second mod. But the automatic emptying for sure. Let's go with Move It. Move It would be my second favorite. Just for that like control of the roads. It's awesome. And it's not just limited to roads. Move It you can use to move props and things like that as well. Anyway, we got a little tree line in. It's pretty good. Yeah, as you said, you can move buildings, you can move park benches, you can move all sorts of things. Move It is an awesome mod. This looks a little bare. This looks bare because at the time I didn't want to build all the way up against this major road, but now we're sort of already integrating all of this together anyway. I don't know. This is also on the outskirts of town. I don't know. Here's what we're gonna do. I just had an idea. gonna spread out just a few smaller industrial areas here. I don't want big factories here. Just I'm trying to do the same thing as we did with these small roads here and make a little like tapering off, I guess you could call it. I have not looked at the rush hour one. I've heard others mention it before, but I have not yet checked it out. So the rush hour mod is on my to check out list. It's just such a good game, though. Even vanilla, I like playing it. I played it vanilla for the longest time, and was totally happy. Then I started adding assets like just buildings and stuff like that, and it's just a slippery slope. Once you start down that path, the mods are not far behind. This will not stay. I gotta put something in there. How are we with the school coverage? Hey, look at that! We can put a school in there. Or a high school. Asking too much? Put a school. Maybe a park. I'm a little bigger. Bigger, I said bigger. Oh, that was too big. So close, though. This is different. Throw in a bouncy castle. Throw in a bouncy castle. It's right next to the school. It's awesome. It's not to like. Alright. This makes me think I should also put in a walking path. Ah, rainfall. Yeah. I haven't played around too much with that either. I installed the Natural Disasters DLC, but that one also I just didn't like it, and I think it's just because I spend so much time building the stuff. I don't really enjoy tearing it down so much, I guess. And it's not really related to rain at all, but it just reminded me of that. There's no rain, tsunamis. I don't know. I need more coffee as well. Alright, so I've plugged this hole over here. This came in really quickly, actually. Much quicker than I thought, but nobody wants to work there. So the other good standby when I have this problem is make sure I have transportation happening. Which of course we don't, because this is all brand new. So where's my nearest bus depot? It's down here. Yeah, it's down here. Alright, so I want to start a bus line down here somewhere and see if I can get. Maybe I should just build a new bus depot. 1, 2. Decisions, decisions, decisions. There's also these. A bus station. Might be more suitable. Bus station. I'm sure that makes a lot of noise and is not very welcoming. However, I might be able to put it out here in the boonies. Where I left room, but not enough room, apparently. Well, how about here? I'm trying to taper it off anyway. Yes, if I just tear down this one building, I don't know if that was smart. I really don't. We'll find out. We'll find out pretty quickly. add 1 or 2 lines, and we'll see right away. If it clogs up traffic, then it was a bad decision. Put it there. This place hasn't had proper love and attention in a long time. Just want to make sure that my bus line doesn't get too weird. So far, looks good. Take it up this way. This should also help get more people employed in these areas. This is easier for them to get to work. Oh, no, so we're going too far. Come on, over here. I hate when I misplace a bus stop just because people get so mad. Thanks for watching, Jumanji. Pleasure having you. Pleasure getting some good questions. Here. Is this a dead end? That's a dead end, so we're not going to go that way. Stopping by the train station here is probably not bad. Let's go do that. There. Perfectly placed. Then where do we go? Then we go here. This way. I'm trying to loop back now. Slowly but surely. Let's see, where do I end up? All the way over here. Okay. So what I actually could do is, instead of stopping here, I'll stop here. Then I'll go up on this elevator road. Yeah, that's perfect. Go on the elevator road. A couple of stops here. Actually, no, that's a one-way. Do that. This way. Hey, cat. Try not to mess up my blinds. That'd be great. I'll go this way. Drink. The line. And then before I forget, change the line color. That was the 10th bus line in town. I go with the right way. Okay, so we have some public transportation here, but it's really not a lot. And there's definitely room for improvement here still. However, I'm not going to spend more time on it right now, just because we have limited time in each streaming session, and I don't want to spend all the time just doing a bus route. This is really kind of sad looking, but I'm hoping that more people will move in here, and that we'll see an evening out of these issues. Some open space here, so I might throw in one of the parks. This one's a little too big enough. I don't like the shape of it. That's huge. That'll do. This is also to entice more people to move here. Hey, look, we got parks and stuff. Why do you need power in a park? Don't be dumb. I feel like some offices can always be thrown in here and there. A small office area in the middle of town. You can have a little island of dense population. Alright, we got this one filled in pretty well. As always, you can never have too many paths, so let's throw another one of those in there. And it's fine if it eats up a little bit of the zone areas for building. I don't think we have put these in districts either. No, we have not. This one is a separate district because it has the farmland industry. But this needs to be its own place. I might cut into the farmland a little bit. Like so. Expand this further, this one. Now expand Woody McWood Park. So everything is covered, everybody lives in a neighborhood. It's its own thing. And we've covered pretty much this stretch of land up to the roads that we have. Sometimes it's important, sometimes it's not important. Most of the time it's not that important, but in cases that, like where you want to specialize your industry, like here, you have to have a separate district for it. I see that I never actually renamed Underhill Park, so I call it Hillbilly Hills. This is, because nobody wants to live here, we'll call it Abandonia. We hope that that's just a temporary issue, and that people will move in here quickly, or quick enough. Then we have the Hillside Hills. The Hillside Hills is kind of just a stupid name, and kind of funny because it's stupid, in my opinion. Don't know. I still kind of want to rename it though. This is almost too dumb. Let's see. What we got in the vicinity? There's a bunch of dead people over here. What's going on there? Damage control. Oh, that's because there's no death coverage. All the bodies are just allowed to pile up in the streets near the stadium. Well, that's not good. Let's fix that right away. Where do we put it? Somewhere on the main road, I think. Would that be enough? Nah. And well, it does kind of cover it, I guess. Yeah, we can do better. We can do better. We need to tear something down. Put it in. Look at all those happy dead people. Right. well, so that's taken care of. We can go back to business now. Business was renaming the Hillside Hills. Can't think of anything different. I'll leave it sit. Instead, let's zone this. These tiny roads can only mean one thing. Residentials. And yes, you're gonna live right next to the railroads. It's gonna suck. But you know what? It's gonna be reflected in your rent, little guy. Just move in and be happy. No. This is again the kind of thing where I'm like, oh man, maybe I should make like a tunnel or a bridge or something. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't even know if you can make tunnels with this. Pedestrian tunnels. I'll be damned. Except the slope is too steep. So what good is it? I want the tunnel to start like right there. Ah, the snap-ins. Come on, guys. What? What do you mean I can't tear it down? Did I just fuck it up for myself? Yes, so. Alright. So we need to. There we go. It was not the dream I had when I first decided I was going to make a tunnel. But sometimes you win and sometimes you fail, and I'm going to leave this here as a testament to my failure in this case. Might as well build something all the way to the sidewalk now that we have a tunnel. Oh yeah, and I see the medical clinic finally got power, so that's good. Try some offices next to the medical clinic. Probably for like paperwork, maybe some health insurance stuff. Is there nothing sound here? There is. It's just that nobody wants to move in. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. So, let's see. What have we gotten today? What the hell with the garbage? Almost filled out this whole area like I was intending to do. Which one am I doing? There's already some traffic there. I don't know if that's a good idea. I want snapping on that. All my snapping back. All the snaps. Am I? No. That though. I'm not really sure why I did that. The idea was to put in like a garbage incinerator building, but can't really put that on a road like that, so it's gonna go here. It's gonna be nasty around it though, so I'm gonna just leave that as it is. Maybe, actually not. Maybe I'll put some buffer in. Like so. That's what happens. Alright, now. We got this all filled in. The roads that I spent some time on yesterday are now filled in with an actual neighborhood. Several neighborhoods actually. We got the Hillbilly Hills, we got the Hillside Hills, we got Abandonian. Those are all like, well, the Hillbilly Hills were already there, but now they're totally integrated with the rest of Treatville, and it's more and more becoming one like cohesive city. We also got death problems over on this side. Shouldn't be an issue. Oh, maybe if we throw in some death care over here. Look at this, it's all dark. Dark is the day. What? Throw any crematorium there? A few people would just like slow down with the dying, that'd be great. Yeah, and lots of abandoned buildings from lack of workers. I see the fire. Almost no fire protection. That's not good. Quickly throw in a fire station. There is a truck there already. Anyhoot, I'm switching it to screenshot mode. That is your signal that we're getting to the end of the streaming session. Let's go up this boulevard here. There's an elevated road. To make our way towards the new area. This is actually the area right here. It does look a little rough around the edges, like you can see here. There's room for refinement. But I'm still happy with what we got. Oh, this one. I'm trying to find the good angle on it. The bestest angle. This'll do. Alright, screenshot taken. These are the screenshots. I usually use the last session's screenshot when I post about the next session. So I'll use today's screenshot too. Thank you for watching. The stream will be archived on Twitch and YouTube as usual. I hope you enjoyed it and that you will follow me everywhere. And tune in again. Thanks for watching.